Okay. Um, so me and Kaylee wanted to just talk to you a little bit about how we kind of came about coaching and about how she came about becoming a coach and things
Mhm.
like that. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my story or where I started from. I was actually going to the gym about 18 hours a week. I was going three hours a day, 6 days a week for 2 to 3 years, and doing a routine. I'm a personal trainer, so I know what to do at least when I get to the gym. And I was following a certain routine, but I was not having any results at all to speak of. Um, I didn't really notice it that much. I thought that I was doing well, but I wasn't.
Well, you were. I mean, you were to a certain extent. I remember like just seeing, pictures of you and your races, and I mean, I just felt like you were already doing something really good for yourself. Like I thought, like finally, because knowing all of your background and your history, people probably don't know this, but we've known each other for what, like 11 years
No,
now. So Stacy's been friends with my husband for now. How this is going to date you? How many years now, Stacy?
that
Like
was
30?
when we were in eighth grade.
Okay, so not that long, but almost, almost. That so Stacy and my husband have been friends forever. So anyways, I've known Stacy and all the background and relationships. I mean, everything, all the fun and the dirty. And it was good to see her start doing something for herself. But you're right. I mean, I guess I never looked at you that way. But yeah, you just were always Stacy to me.
You know,
Going through.
I think the first time I noticed it or saw it was we actually did our first Spartan race for Kayla's 15th birthday because that was her 15th birthday like wish. My neighbor had invited
Right.
us to do it, and I said, you know what? What the heck? Let's just do it. So we signed up, had no idea what we were getting into. Um,
Right.
it killed me. I mean, I didn't walk for a week. We were literally going up the stairs on our behinds backwards because we couldn't walk upstairs. It was horrible. But when I saw
Yeah.
those photos was what did it to me. That was 2 years ago now. I saw the photos of us together after the race was over, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm spending this much time at the gym. That race, it was supposed to be hard, but not like kill me hard.
You
And
should have gone through it. You're thinking like I should have done so much better than I
yeah,
did.
yeah. And everybody was waiting for me, and I'm like, man, I work out all the time. Why,
Right.
why is this not doing anything? So that race was in December. Um, of 2012. And actually, the
Right.
following February was when my coach started posting a lot about the 21-day fix and the nutrition and all that stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I know that that's where my problem lies because I love to work out. I don't have a problem working out. I know what to do. I'm doing the right stuff and I'm spending
Right.
certainly enough time, but I know I'm eating like crap too. So I know that my
Right.
nutrition is not on point and I know what to eat, but I don't necessarily know how much to eat. And so that's what did it for me. I bought it February 23rd and signed up as a coach February of 2014, 2013.
You're like 14 is last year.
2014. So it took me a year still. Um, but that's
I
what did
know
it.
the feel.
And I lost 11 pounds that first round and just kept going from there. I mean, but just sharing that with people and the hardships, throughout the weight loss process and thinking that I was getting somewhere and I wasn't. And when they started to see me change, and I work at the school district, and when the teachers would see me, they're like, "What are you doing?" You know,
Yeah.
they're like, "We
Well,
just
that's
saw you before
what we
spring
do.
break."
I mean, I saw you um, start posting pictures. I mean, you always posted pictures of your races and stuff, and that was always inspiring. I mean, that was always, whether you're big, small, whatever, that was always inspiring. But what really gravitated me, because like I told you before, I saw people doing that 21-day fix. I saw the infomercial. I saw people on Instagram, and I just remember thinking, this is a neat program, but I don't want to buy another program. Like I've done programs, like I've done that stuff, and you know what? It never sticks. Like it never works. It's always a diet. I can't. I need something that works for me. And anyway, so the fact that I saw you, somebody I knew, somebody I trusted, somebody that I know your family situation, I know your background, I know your obstacles, I know what you're up against. You know, it's like, yeah, if she can do it, I can do it too. You know, like I know that. And it's not a fact that I haven't been able to lose weight in my life. I have, but it was really about falling in love with fitness, really learning a healthy relationship with food, and seeing somebody who had to overcome things like you. I mean, even though our situations are different, they're really not that different. The fact that we have struggles in our life. We have things that we have to overcome on a daily basis to be able to get our workouts in, to be able to get our nutrition right, to, you know, like all these stressors and things that happen. And I saw you changing. And for me, that's what did it. And then it became an obstacle of, can I afford this? You know, then it became a financial thing for me. And I think it took me a few more months after that before I committed. And I know I did it in a kind of a funny roundabout way. Do you remember how I signed up? Remember how it happened? Everybody's going to think it's kind of funny. I was one of those people that she told me how to do it. If you guys haven't noticed, I have the worst ADD, okay? It's actually ADHD is my official diagnosis. I don't care. But whatever. So, but I know you sent me the right information on how to sign up, right? I didn't use that link. So I went to beachbody.com and ordered it through the payment program because I didn't think I could afford the whole thing. So then I told you, and you're like, well, what did you do? And then I was like, oh, okay. And I went to fix it, and I realized that, oh my gosh, it wouldn't have cost me even that much more to get Shakeology with it. But I'm like, oh, I already have a protein shake. You know, I didn't know what Shakeology was. I just thought people talking about Shakeology. And then you had to educate me on Shakeology. But the thing is, again, I saw people posting about Shakeology. I saw people, you know, doing things on this, but it wasn't until you talked to me about it and I saw, and you were telling me what it did for you, that I truly believed it. That I truly decided, you know what, I'm going to give this a chance. And honest to God, and I know I've told you this before, when I bought it, I swear, I put a reminder on my phone because I forget everything, that if it didn't work, I'm taking it back. I'm like, I'm using this thing for 30 days and I'm straight up taking it back because I am not going to spend $100 and whatever dollars a month on this shake if it's not going to work, because I was on disability at the time. I hadn't got back to work. You know, we had new baby, Chasey at that time was the only one diagnosed. And we were going through all that drama. You know what I mean? Like, there were so many things happening at the same time. I think, Hunter, were you in freshman year last year? Yes, we hadn't even pulled you out of school, but all of a sudden I was thinking I might have to pull them out of school and pay for this private tutor and all this stuff. Anyway, so blah, blah, blah. And it made a difference. You know, I felt better. And then I started believing in the product and what it did for me, and it was really in the challenge group. And it wasn't until I went away on that retreat that I came back that I decided I'll be a coach, you know. And you always told me, you said, you're already coaching. You're already in it, you know. And that's when I had the confidence to post that first posting.
Right.
Hard. That was really, really hard. But, I mean, what better to be a product of a product to really show this is what it did for me. And all the obstacles, all the things I had to go through to get to that point, you know. And that's what I try and remember about the people that are signing up under me, is that, you know what, sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes they have to go through their process, and they have to see things, and they have to see, all these different things before they decide, you know what, this is what I need to do. And sometimes it's even after they've gotten it and they have it. Sometimes they put it on the shelf, you know, and they leave it there, and all of a sudden they'll come back and they'll say, okay, I'm ready now. You know, it's the mind is a really interesting thing. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, but I thought people would think that was interesting how we kind of came about, and how we are. Isn't it weird that we're leaders on this? I can't even. I mean, shoot, we were just we were just hanging out pregnant together at that Mexican restaurant, Marino's.
Oh my
Remember
God. Uh-huh.
that?
That's crazy.
I mean, you were like so pregnant with Samara that one time too. And then we came back and we had our baby Samara. How old? She's how much older than Chase? I was pregnant with Chase. I wasn't pregnant with my third. I was pregnant with my second. You're pregnant with your third.
She's 7. Yeah, all 238 pounds of me.
Oh no, I got pregnant. I think I know I was pregnant or something, or I got pregnant right after you. That's what it was. Because I remember thinking, oh man, but I was pretty big. You were saying this is my biggest one, you know. But anyway, so yeah. I mean, who knew? You know, this can be. And the thing is, the people who are watching this can be you guys so easily. You know, it's like you have to follow the programs. You got to do all this because. And you have to share it. That's the other biggest thing.
You just have to share it.
Is there weeks on that, Staci? I think, which week is, I can't remember what week, but there's weeks on sharing your stuff, right?
I think
social media and all that.
I think it's next week, actually. And you know what? It took me all the way up until probably a couple of months ago to where I would still I would be in front of my computer early in the morning, right when I woke up, to make like the Transformation Tuesday or, you know, a Throwback Thursday picture or whatever. And I would literally have to do it early in the morning before I was fully cognizant of what I was doing, like that I wasn't really awake yet. I would post it and shut the computer. Like I had a really hard time sharing those pictures. And sometimes like with the ones where it is still showing, I still have trouble posting those pictures. They're not always. But you know what? They speak volumes to people, and it helps so much. And just putting a little bit of your story, you know, it doesn't have to be a paragraph. You know, it can be a couple of sentences even. You know, I went from working out 18 hours a week in the gym, you know, 3 hours a day. I'm working out less than half of that. You know, I work out 30 minutes, maybe an hour if I do 2 now. And that's it. You know, and I can do it at home, and I don't have to take time away from the kids. And you know,
I'm bare.
Huh?
I don't even need shoes. Dang. I don't need shoes. I don't even have to brush my teeth.
Exactly.
Well, actually, I'll brush my teeth. But, you know, nobody knows. No, but it's true. It's like it's for me. It's the childcare thing. That's huge. Like, who's gonna watch my kids? I mean, my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, no gym place would take my kids. I mean, the second they start freaking throwing stuff and trashing stuff and losing their mind and headbanging, like, who's going to want my kids? You know what I mean? So for me, these at-home programs saved me.
Right.
You know, there's really just no excuse. There's no excuse at all. You know, and for me, even posting my pictures now, even though I've had a pretty big transformation, I'm not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So even posting my now pictures, even though I get great feedback. I mean, I get people who are really complimentary, and I almost feel like, God, am I almost fishing for a compliment posting this? But because that's what I feel like. But that's not true. It's I want people to see my process. I want people to see it, and little do they know how uncomfortable it is. Still, you know, even though it's like, dang, I should be proud of myself. So. It gets a little easier, but it's not always going to be easy. But you know what? But that's how my business has grown. And I know you told me that, and now we're telling, you know, a couple hundred people.
Yep.
The same thing.
I know it's grown because I mean I have people. I mean, just tonight I've gotten probably 4 messages from people that say, "Oh, my friend let me try their Shakeology," or "My friend told me a story. My friend showed me your before and after pictures." Like, my before and after pictures are out there everywhere for everybody and their brother to see. And you know what? Share away, because all it does is help me. Yeah, it's uncomfortable for me sometimes, and I don't always necessarily want to see them. But you know what? It does inspire people. And I get so many private messages from people that say, "Thank you so much. You know, I really needed that today. I'm going through X, Y, and Z," or, you know, "Oh my gosh, how do you do that as a single mom with 3 kids? And I never thought that I could take care of me," you know? So just be vulnerable, be open,
Yeah. And just go, I mean, the thing is, you have to be true to what Beachbody's offering. And it's not like, you know, all this other crap. There's no magic pill. You know, it's the hard work, it's the nutrition, you know, and honestly too, it's the community. You know what I mean? Like, anytime you fall off the wagon, or you know you struggle with something, it's a lot of times for me it's the community that pulls me back in. You know what I mean? And also being a coach does that too. And I think I tell people that I think that's one of the greatest selling points for me. If all I can become in being a coach is for me to be eternally, for the rest of whatever how many years I am on this earth, healthy and fit, and I can help my family be healthy and fit, and we can live good, full, fulfilling lives without damaging our bodies and doing these things, then I'm the richest person in the world. It doesn't matter how much my paycheck is every Thursday from Beachbody. You know what I mean? Because isn't that what I always wanted? Isn't that what I was always seeking from the beginning? Right. You know what I mean? So, you know, if the products only do that for me, you know, like, I what do I have to complain about? You know, right. The paychecks and all that stuff has been an incredible bonus. You know, me serving and feeding into people and being a light, you know, and an inspiration when I feel like I'm nothing most days. Like, how can I be anything to anybody? Like, I fail constantly, but people want to see that because guess what? They're failing constantly too. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, the same for me as I listen to my pastor at church. He's just a man too who screws up and sins and deals with all that stuff. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear somebody that's like, well, I'm perfect, you should be this way. No way. Right. I wouldn't go back to that church. I want to hear somebody that's like, this is real, this is raw, I'm dealing with this too. You know, but we're going to do it together. And that's what it's about. You know, that's where you get your physical growth, your spiritual growth, your emotional and your mental growth from this whole thing. You know, and that's how we've grown as friends, and, you know, how we've gained this community of people that just love using this product because it's changed us. Mm-hmm. You know, absolutely. It's changed us in all of those areas. So anyway, so I hope this helps everybody and they kind of understand where we're coming from in it. And maybe that's why Jeff chose us. I kind of was PO'd at him, like, why the frick would he choose me for that? Mm-hmm. About that. That means I'm accountable for doing the program. Dang it. I had like 5 blue containers already today. Like, dang it, that means I've got to do this thing on point. Not really. I think Jeff just knows that, you know, you got to be consistent. You know, I think you were a little more hardcore than me, Staci. I know that for sure. Because you're like, I was on point, I did my thing, and I'm like, oh, God, I screwed up today. Yeah. You know? But
I did. For 3 solid rounds, I did it 100%.
What was that?
For 3 solid rounds, I did it 100%. I did. Yeah, I was determined.
Don't tell people that. That's unsexy. Nobody wants to hear that.
Hey, you know what? I had a 16-year-old kid at the time that was doing these races with me, and I was determined because of my competitive side, just like she is now. She said to me last week, she goes, you know, on the next race that we're doing, because we're doing the Beast next month, and she goes, yeah, you remember the last 2 that we just did and you were ahead of me the whole time? She goes, that ain't happening again. So now I'm kicking her butt, and now I'm waiting for her. And she's like, nope, it ain't happening. So now this kid is out there, and she's training her butt off. And she's for her extreme because she's trying to beat me. So, you know,
well, I hope
it works.
I have to go through what we both went through. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I hope for my kids. If Kayle can get that from this whole thing, that she doesn't have to suffer in that way, and she doesn't have to deal with, you know, the shame. You know, that was the biggest thing for me in my weight gain, is just the shame. And, you know, we had a challenger, guy, I wish I knew her name. She's our coach that's on our page talking about the opposite problem, anorexia. Same thing. It's the same problem, just the opposite.
Right.
And there's so much shame around it, you know, and I think it's so funny how we could become almost therapists in this whole thing and just nurturing people through all this, you know. But if our kids don't have to live this legacy, Staci, how lucky are we?
Right.
You know what I mean? That we actually pulled them out of this, that we didn't, you know, we didn't leave them with what was left for us. Mm-hmm. You know, that they can choose something different, that they can have that knowledge, they can have the tools, they can have everything and the example. We didn't have that.
Right.
you know?
Yeah, my
So,
7 reminds me of my Monday morning wake up calls. She's like, Mom, it's Monday. You need to get on the phone. She told me tonight that I needed to go get ready for class. She's like, come on, it's time. You need to go get ready for class. So, I mean, I'm still working on that one over there. My son still needs a little bit of work, but
well, look at this one right
they're
here
watching
too.
every single day, and I'm staying consistent, and I'm bringing it into my house.
You
So,
know what? And it's funny too, because at least, I mean, with Hunter, this one, he's 16, it's hard. I mean, it is hard, but I think the consistency, I mean, even like people talk about support and stuff. It's my husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get in fights over stuff like this, and it's so frustrating, So it is possible to do this when you literally have a boulder you're pushing up the hill with you. You know what I mean? And you're just kind of doing it on your own. My two littles, my little special kids, little Staci would be like, "You gonna work out today, Mommy?" Oh, you know what he said today? Oh my God, I died. He picked up this these pill bottles. It's actually the Unisom I've been using to help me sleep. And it's not that I have problems sleeping at night. I have problems getting back to sleep when Embry gets me up so often. Anybody who follows me knows that I don't sleep not because of me, because my kids. But so anyway, so Mom, is this your Activit? He's like, are you taking your Activit every day?
Mhm.
And I'm not kidding. He said just like that. And I go, I haven't taken Activit in long. He goes, you need to take your Activit, Mom. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll order some. I was like, dude, they know. Like, they know what's up. He's like, Mom, it's good for you. It's going to help you. You're going to lose more weight, Mom. I'm not kidding. We had like this full conversation after he was done tantruming. But he was like, it was so like eye-opening to me. Like, they know. They take everything in, all of it. So anyways, but I like this. This was good. I don't even know how long we've been talking for. People are probably clicking off now.
There's no timer on these.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know either.
I gotta go bed.
Okay.
Well, anyways, I hope you guys took a lot from just hearing our process and whatever. If you guys have any questions, make sure you post it in the comments, whatever. I mean, it's a whole open forum. We're all coaches. We're not all against each other. Many hands make for light work, and you know what? We're all a team, and I think, we're all success partners in this. So whatever you guys want to ask in this, we'll be sure to answer as best we can. If not, another coach will chime in. So that's what's great about this. What's that?
Anything to add, even, not even if you have something to ask, if you have something to tell us or something that you have to share, please.
Yeah, I mean, I'm learning all the time. I'm learning every day.
Mm-hmm.
I love hearing the posts below because honestly, like I get a lot from it too. I love reading through it.
Me too.
The first week with Jeff and Rob, weren't you watching all their stuff? I was loving it. So
it's been amazing.
You're always learning. You're always gaining some information. So it's pretty awesome.
Yep. All right, guys.
Talk to you, Stace.
You too. See you soon.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.